too healthy. It's way too delicious. Hey y'all, it's Tammy with Collard Valley Cooks, and today we're making a delicious spaghetti casserole. I cannot wait to dig into it. Alright, there's some prep work that goes into this. First, you need to make a whole pound of spaghetti noodles, and these are about ready and I'm about to drain them. You need to cook about 1.5 pounds of chicken. Now you can use a rotisserie chicken if you'd rather do that. I just chopped it up in small pieces. I'm just going to put it out in a dish. And then we're going to saute our onion and celery and peppers. We will turn the eye back on. Add a little oil. I'm going to let that heat up just a second, and then we'll add our vegetables. And while that's doing that, I'm going to drain this pasta. All right, you're going to dice about 1/2 cup each of celery, onion, and pepper. Now I've got some green pepper in here, and I've got some red pepper for color. You could use pimentos if you don't like marinated mushrooms in this recipe. And I am using the mushrooms, so I decided to add a little bit of red pepper in here. It's not hot pepper, it's sweet pepper, just to give the dish some color when it's dipped out of the casserole dish. And I'll show you these mushrooms. These are the mushrooms I'm using today, and they are just marinated mushrooms, and I took a paring knife and I chopped them up, and we'll just layer them on top of our casserole. Make sure when you chop up the vegetables for this casserole that you mince them really good, okay? So you want them chopped small, not in big hunks. We're going to saute them for a few minutes, and then we're going to put this casserole together. It's going to be really delicious. And it's going to be a big casserole. I'm actually making some cabbage rolls in the oven. They're going to be in there for quite a while, so I thought now would be a great time to make a casserole, because those have to bake in the oven for 3 hours. I'm going to put the lid back on my noodles so they don't dry out. I left a little bit of water in the bottom of the pot with those noodles. And we are just going to turn these up a minute and get them ready. Just add you a little oil in there and cook them until they're nice and tender. I'm excited today because this is a large casserole, so I get to use a new dish that someone bought me. It's just so pretty, and I'm excited to show you guys that. It came off of my website store under the baking section, and a friend of mine sent it to me, and they are just beautiful. I knew that I loved them when I saw them, and I am really excited about being able to make this casserole, this beautiful lasagna dish. These are Emily Henry dishes, and they've got a little H on the front of them. They're really nice. This is a deep lasagna dish. Okay, now it's time to mix our soups together. You're going to use 1 cream of chicken and 1 cream of mushroom, and I'm going to put those in a bowl. And you can have the option of actually heating these on the stove first, but I figure it'll be in the oven for a while and I'm not going to fool with it. I want it to be simple dimple. So I'm going to mix these two soups together, and I'm going to go ahead and add my onion and celery and peppers. Alright, so I'm going to add these into my soup. Mix them up well. I'm going to be using some Parmesan cheese, and I'm also going to use some low moisture part skim mozzarella. That's what it's called. And I'm going a little on the lighter side with the cheese, because you've already got these gravy soups in here. So you know it's going to be good. Good, good, good. All right, we're going to start layering it together. So I'm going to spray this lasagna dish good with some olive oil spray. I want to get it on my shirt. have on my apron today. All right, so that's in there. Now we're gonna put in some noodles first, and then we're gonna put some cream on top of them. All right, I'm gonna put half my noodles in the bottom. Let me mix this up good. I had left just a little bit of water in the bottom so that these wouldn't get too stuck together. So you're gonna put about half of the noodles in the bottom of the dish. Should be enough to about cover it. This is a big dish, y'all. All right. And then you're going to use half of this on top of it. I'm just going to dollop it and then spread it around. I think that's close to half. It's colorful, don't it? All right. Now I'm going to take my chicken and I'm going to put all my chicken in this middle part. Now you can get a rotisserie chicken or you can cook your chicken like I did on the stove, however you want to do it, but just put you some chicken in there. I'm going light. I only used about 1.5 pounds of chicken. It's really, it was just 1.5 chicken breast is what I used because me and Chris are trying not to eat as much meat and stuff. Of course, you are welcome to add more chicken. Now we're going to add some mushrooms, and I'm going to go ahead and put all of these in here as well. Now, if you don't want to use mushrooms, you can use a can of pimentos in your sauce that we mixed up. I'm going to let that marinated mushroom juice go down in there. I really, really like it, so I'm going to add just a little extra. Just barely put some in there. Good. Okay. And now I'm going to put some parm on top of that. This parm's got a good bit of salt. That's one reason I haven't added salt yet. The marinated mushrooms and the soups and stuff are salted. So there's really no need for salt in this, but you can add some pepper. Okay. And I'm only going to use the mozzarella on the top because it's fattening. But y'all can layer it 2 times if you want to. And here we go with our spaghetti again. I love spaghetti noodles. I'm going to save me out a few for my lunch. Pretend I didn't, but I am. All right, and here goes the rest of our delicious soup mix. These little spatulas have been one of the most handy things I've ever had in the kitchen. If you've never had one, I urge you to go on the website and get one or pick one up at the store the next time you see them. Well, this is pretty. It really is pretty, y'all. And I am going to put just a little bit more parm on it, and not a lot on this part because I put a good bit in the middle. And now we're going to put some cheese on top of it. This is a mozzarella part skim shredded, and it's the thin, real thin shreds. And I'm just going to lightly use it. Now you can add more to your casserole if you would like. But me and Chris are trying not to eat quite as much fattening stuff. We won't be able to have a whole lot of this. but it just sounded so good to me. I just had to make one, and I know we're going to enjoy it. All right, y'all, it's ready to go in the oven. Beautiful. It should be nice and bubbly and ready to eat in about an hour. We'll see you then. All right, Chris is not close by, so we're gonna go ahead and grab this out of the oven, and I'm gonna dip some out and we're gonna give it a try, and I'm gonna let you know how much I like it. We've got a lot to eat today. I let it get good and toasty, and it smells really, really cheesy. I think I'm gonna like it a lot. Chicken. That ought to be enough for my lunch, huh? All right, y'all, it's time to try it, and it smells so good. It is so hot, though. Mmm. This is so delicious. It can't be very healthy. It's way too delicious. Woo! I'm definitely going to save this recipe, and it's going to be something I make a lot. The kids will love it. And it's got the onion and the celery and the pepper. Oh my goodness, it's good. Boy, that's good. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching Collard Valley Cooks, where we cook like Mama did. Bye, y'all. Love ya. Thanks for watching.